Oh boy. Hey, we got a video we're finna play right here, y'all. Giving the whole breakdown of Hunter Biden's recent indictment, and we're gonna check it out right now. Let's go.
All right, Bill Malugin, thank you. Well, it was highly anticipated, and now it has happened. The federal government has just filed an indictment against Hunter Biden on that gun charge. Our Justice correspondent David Spunt has got the latest from the DOJ. David?
Christy, real quick, everybody's a Benny Johnson video, but everybody's saying it's a sham, nothing's gonna happen to him, and we addressed that earlier in our previous video, but that's just everybody's train of thought right now, ladies and gentlemen, that nothing's going to happen to this guy. I don't know. A Fed indictment, to me, where I come from, that's pretty bad. Wouldn't you say so, sis?
I agree. Yeah, Fed indictment. You don't want that.
Hell
but
no.
I think that it's not going to be the consequences that they're saying that he could get. I don't think are going to be anywhere near that. And I think it's going to be enough to say, well, see, we did something to Hunter, but I think that it's going to be distractions.
Unless you're using this to throw him under the bus and save Joe, but who knows? Let's go.
That's true, too. No,
hey, John and Sandra, 4 pages here. Hunter Biden, Robert Hunter Biden, indicted by the U.S. attorney, or in this case, special counsel David Weiss, based in Wilmington, Delaware. As you mentioned, we knew this was somewhat going to come because his office said it would happen before September 29th. We have 3 counts in this indictment. This is related to the purchase of that gun. Remember, back in 2018, we've been reporting on it for several years. Hunter Biden made a false statement. This indictment alleges made several false statements about the gun charge. Or about purchasing a federal firearm. He said that he was not addicted to drugs.
10 years, 5 years, 10 years.
Okay, I'm looking at Jake Gibson, our producer, is reading to me right now. The maximum penalty would be 10 years of imprisonment for count 1, which is a false statement. So let me go ahead and read through this. But just to kind of summarize things here, this is only relating to Hunter Biden making false statements on a federal gun form that he was not addicted to narcotics when.
How nice would it be? Let's just dream right now. How nice would it be if Joe Biden, breaking news, indicted as well, right? Like, that would be so awesome, right, sis?
I would. Yay. That would be just a great day in history.
Yeah, but we'll see.
He had in his possession in Delaware a gun for just over a week back in 2018. John Sander, this is not related to the tax cases involving Hunter Biden or any other potential charges. The special counsel said those charges relating to his taxes or lack thereof paying taxes could be brought in another district outside of Delaware.
Ooh.
Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
It's pretty good.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. Oh, how the turntables turn. Democrats want to put Trumps in jail, and now it looks like our own federal government, under the order of the Biden regime, will be putting Hunter Biden in jail. It's so good. Check this out. Hunter Biden indicted on federal gun charge. This is not a good one. It's not a good one. Listen, the tax stuff's not good. But we've had a number of federal prosecutors come on our program and be like, you got to understand, the gun charge is what is going to F Hunter Biden. Yo, the gun charge will bring with it 10 to 15 years maximum minimums for sentencing. Ooh. The judges don't have choices on this stuff. Hunter Biden has been indicted on gun charges. Here we go. Federal prosecutors have indicted Hunter Biden, son of President Joe Biden, on gun charges. Court documents show Biden was indicted in Delaware federal court, 3 counts tied to the possession of a gun using narcotics, 2 counts tied to Biden filing a form claiming that he was not using illegal drugs at the time of the purchase of a Colt Cobra revolver in October 2018. The 3rd count alleges that he possessed a firearm while using narcotic. Now, here's the question that we have. Just because we follow these things and because we've seen way too many pictures from Hunter Biden's laptop, that ain't a Colt revolver. Where's this gun?
That's a good question. I didn't even think about that. But I want to say something real quick, Christy. This is kind of a slam dunk case. I think this is going to stick, and he's probably going to go do some time because the feds don't play. And, you know, from my prior experience and, you know, my knowledge of how it works, when you catch a Fed case, that's the worst thing a person wants to catch because I don't know, I forgot what the conviction rate is, but it's pretty high. And then with the documents, the evidence that there is out there and his drug, abuse history, him lying on the form. I mean, this is pretty clear cut, Christy, wouldn't you say? And again, the feds do not play.
Do you want me to be the dark cloud?
Yes.
Because that's what I'm getting ready to be.
Go ahead.
So we know that President Biden knew that he had purchased the gun because his dad Joe Biden gave a quote on a voicemail that said, "It's Dad. I called to tell you I love you. I love you more than the whole world, pal." You got to get some help. I know you don't know what to do. I don't either. But here's my dark cloud. On July 27th, whenever all this was kind of ramping up, the White House press secretary said that President Biden will not be issuing a pardon for his son Hunter. But now it remains to be seen if the posture has changed now that Hunter faces possibly 3 new felony charges. His own father can pardon him.
Is that legal? Well, I guess a president can pardon who they want.
Right. That's always been my understanding.
Mine too.
I hope we have some people in the comments that can tell us otherwise. But my own understanding is that the president can pardon anyone that he wants to.
Okay, let's continue.
F around and find out, baby. You want to look like a criminal? You want to look like you're a tough guy? Okay, cool. You want to take a photo with gun and your hookers in your hotel room and your whores in your hotel room?
Who does that?
Cool. Where's this gun?
Yeah.
I obviously really love the Second Amendment. I have firearms in my shot in my studio. I firearms in my studio. I firearms in my home. I fill out a lot of this paperwork. I know that's not a Colt revolver that you're holding there. So where's that gun? We don't know. We're not sure. Historic indictment against the son of a sitting president comes as plea deal. Ended years-long probe into Hunter Biden fell apart. House Republicans launched an impeachment inquiry. Oh my, oh my. So here's what Catherine Herridge is one of our favorite reporters on this topic. I know she works for CBS, but dude, she's solid on this stuff.
Good.
Check this out. This is very, very interesting. With the indictment looming, Hunter Biden probe worth revisiting. Judge Noriega, who blew up the sweetheart deal, saying, I have had 1 or 2 cases involving a person struggling with addiction who bought a gun. We usually see felony charge for false statement. The defendant has admitted his false statement was false, but he wasn't charged. Does the government have any concern about not bringing the false statement charge in light of the discussion? And then Mr. Weiss, who is the guy who's charging him, saying, no, Your Honor. Uh-oh. Possession of the firearm, permitted person, false statement. So what does this mean? Well, this means that this is where they're going to F Hunter Biden. This is dead to rights. Have you ever bought a firearm? You fill out a federal NICS form, background check. Very thorough.
That's what I'm saying.
Very important to fill out the federal background check correctly. You're lying on a federal form, right? In that background check, they ask a lot of stuff. Where do you live? What's your citizenship? A number of questions about military service, or if you're facing potential felonies, or if you are a felon, or if you are fleeing from the law. And they also ask, are you on drugs? And Hunter Biden was straight up on lots and lots of drugs when he filled out his federal background check and when he lied about it. And maybe that's why the Secret Service ran into the gun store here, according to Politico, super right-wing conspiracy theory site here, ran into Politico and said, give us all the paperwork. Bizarre incident involved a trash can, a man searching for recyclables, and eventually federal law enforcement. What the hell is this? They knew this was how they were going to get Hunter Biden. They knew it years ago. And that's why they sicked the Secret Service on the gun store owner to try and grab the documents. This was an amazing tale. Why more people don't know about this? I don't know. President Joe Biden's son, Hunter, and his daughter-in-law, Haley, were...
Hold on. Were they going to do what for, or were they going to be against Hunter? But let's continue.
Involved in a bizarre incident. Oh, yeah, Hunter Biden was banging his dead brother's wife.
Horrible.
That's a nice way of saying that Hunter Biden's banging his dead brother's wife. Bizarre incident in which Haley took Hunter's gun and threw it in a trash can behind a grocery store. They say behind a grocery store, meaning next to a school. They're trying to be nice here. Political trying to be nice there. Only to return later to find it gone. Delaware police began investigating, concerned the trash can was across from a high school. Missing gun could be used in a crime, according to law enforcement. But a curious thing happened. Secret Service agents approached the owner of the store where Hunter had bought his gun and asked to take the paperwork involving the sale, according to 2 people, one of whom has firsthand knowledge. So the Secret Service was trying to protect Hunter Biden.
Wow.
They have the actual document. You can see the actual federal NICS form. What? And you can see that Hunter Biden lied on this form. And what does that mean? That means prison, guaranteed. Watch.
If a person lies on Form 4473 and is a user of unlawful drugs, you can get between 5 to 10 years for that. Is that correct? Is that my understanding?
No, I believe Congress changed the sentence last Congress.
What is that sentence now?
Up to 15.
Up to 15 years.
Up to 15.
Why hasn't Hunter Biden been prosecuted for the crime he committed?
I'm not aware of that case and can't comment on it.
Oh, don't you work for the ATF?
Who do we talk to see why this case is not being prosecuted? I mean, he said very clearly in his book that he used drugs. He had at least a gun.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, okay.
Cocaine. He probably smoked more Parmesan cheese than anyone that you know, I'm sure, Tracy.
I forgot.
Yeah, I probably smoked more Parmesan cheese.
I forgot about that. The book, the interviews. This guy was just flaunting it, sis.
Yeah, he talks about it he 1 minute claims that the laptop wasn't his, and then in the next breath has quoted saying that the laptop that is his, he is highly embarrassed of the pictures that are on there and of his activities and things like that. But I do want to say this, Nino, I did find some information about if President Biden could pardon him.
Okay.
It says the broad and largely pardon power outlined in the Supreme Court cases means that the president has significant leeway to pardon, for example, family members or close associates.
So it's in the realm of possibility.
Yes.
And anything's possible with these Democrats.
Yep.
Okay.
You see? Oh, man, it's going to get bloody. It's going to get beautiful. It's going to get delicious. And where's this firearm? Where is it? This ain't the Colt revolver that Hunter Biden used and tossed into a trash can.
The picture's off, but gosh, he's butt naked holding a pistol.
Yep.
That's not normal. Hunter Biden is going to go to prison, it sounds like. It sounds like Hunter Biden is going to go to jail. You're going to have, based on all of the legal experts that I've spoken with, you're going to have a very difficult time not tossing his in prison.
That's what I'm saying.
Good freaking riddance. What do they care about? They don't care about justice, and they certainly don't care about the Bidens. We tell you this: the Bidens could drive off a cliff, and there would be no wet eyes in Washington D.C. Dry as a bone in the desert, outside of Yuma. No, baby. What they care about is that they're being humiliated by Biden. That's the one thing you can't do. You can't embarrass these people. If they're going to give you this deal, you better sign it and shut up. And Hunter Biden and his hubris, pride comes before destruction, is humiliating the federal government. So now he's going to get his. We're waiting for that. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe.
Well, I guess we will find out if they do send him up the river. Benny's pretty sure here that they're going to, convict him. He's going to go to prison. But like you just said, Christy, he has, some leeway to pardon his own family members, Joe Biden, right? So it's going to be pretty interesting. And I think we're doing pretty good. We dropped a video on it. We dropped some videos about the, which I don't know what's happened to the inquiry and the impeachment. Were they going to vote today? I don't know, even though they don't have enough votes, I believe. But the more stuff that we push, the more content's being made and more eyes are seeing this, it's going to be harder for them to, just do this without people knowing, right? Because the average everyday voter or citizen of America is worried about putting food on the table. But when content creators, when the news, I say that loosely, when we push certain kind of topics and issues that are very important that regular voters and regular citizens might not care about, but like I said, are important, that's important to do so because this stuff is pretty powerful. That's why they silence us on social media, right, Christy? Because they know when people start seeing this, when they start realizing, like what Trump said, the swamp's so deep, it's so wicked, it's hard to cover something up when people are paying attention and they're not just asleep. Go ahead, sis.
Nino, I'm taking politics, religion, completely everything out of the statement that I'm getting ready to make.
Okay.
This man, a father, knew that his cocaine-addicted son had purchased a gun, never did anything to bring that to light, and absolutely enabled his son's behavior. And I think that is just such a shame. Anybody that has any morals, any ethics, anything, if my son, God forbid, was addicted to drugs and I knew that he was doing, going out purchasing guns and all of that, I would be the first one. Call me a snitch, call me a fed, call me an op, call me whatever you want. I would be the first one there fighting to get him whatever kind of help that he needs. And there's a reason that he didn't do that. And it's all going to come to light because everything that's in the dark always comes to light.
Amen. And I'll add to that. There's a place to send criminals. And sometimes, drug addicts / criminals, they get that act right when they go to prison. And trust me, I know some people that me and my wife prayed that they got locked up because they're more safer in there than out in the free world. Mm-hmm. I'll leave it at that, y'all. But thanks for watching. We got to go. Let us know in the comments what you think You're an American, you're a patriot, you got grit, act like it. We're out.